Salam and welcome back to Super Zombie Player. I'm gonna go get the princess. But the princess ain't... I'm not saving the princess is saving me. Whoop, that's not a bridge anymore. I knew that. I was just testing you. Yeah. Oh, I'm all the way back here. It's cool, I guess. I brought this on myself. Whee! Oh, no, that's okay. Sure, why did that happen exactly? Wait, are there hearts? Can I have them if there are? Please and thank you. Ah, no. Oh, it's just gone. Damn it. It's okay. Here, we'll go from this. And then we'll go from this. Oh, I see why that happened. Because I didn't have enough. Okay. This way. This way? But I can't do those without her. It won't let me. Why am I drifting like that? What's happening? That was weird. Okay, so the bridge is... Do I have to... What? Do I have to use the wind somehow? Must be, because I can't do those jumps. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, that's totally not a thing that's possible. Nice try, game. Okay, now what? Just go down, I guess? I can make this jump, right? Whee! That was precarious. Okie dokie. And another burb. Fuck this burb. It's not a burb. That's an insult to burbs. Ah! Jesus! Christ! Okay, here we go. This is the princess's room, right? We're finally fucking in the room. It only took an entire episode and then some to find it. Oh no, there's more. Alright, are we going up or down? I'm gonna go down. Yeah, no I'm not. Did I say down? I meant up. Directions, man. I have trouble with that shit. Okay, I was using the wrong button to spin attack. That's why. It's the B button for that. Just like when you're a human. Makes sense, right? Okay. Where's the princess? Princess Zelda, where are you? You gotta help me now, or she gonna die or something. I'm not sure. It's not totally clear. Why are you still wearing that cloak and shit like you gotta hide your identity? We know who the fuck you are. Like, come on. Please tell me. How do we break the curse on this one? Oh, she just wants to help you. She doesn't care about her own well-being. Aw, so sweet. That's why, princess, please, you must help her. Him. Shabnam. That's not the word that it said on the screen. I don't know why I said that. I told you, man. I'm like weirded out by saying my own name. It's weird. I don't know. I guess it's a product of being like quote unquote foreign, even though I was born in America and I've never really I've never lived outside of it and I've barely visited anywhere outside of it. I am an American citizen and my mother likes to use it as an insult that I'm an American kid. But yeah, when you've got a foreign name, I guess, I don't know, does anybody else with like a foreign name or like, you know, you're a child of immigrants or whatever, or you're an immigrant yourself, do you feel weird about saying your own name? I don't know. I got better about it later in life as I got more comfortable with myself and like my heritage and stuff like that. But when I was little, like, I don't know, people mispronounced it so much, it just made me uncomfortable to say my own name because I was like, well, no one's gonna get it, so meh. And like, something about it, it felt weird as a child and I could not place why it felt so weird to say these syllables and these sounds that the people around me just didn't recognize. They could not say them. There's plot happening again and whatever. This is the perfect time to like have a chat with you though, because I'm not focusing on trying not to die. But it's like a big deal. Like I have a video on my channel somewhere, one of my vlogs from a while back. God, maybe like 2 years ago at this point, about names and stuff. And it's a common topic of discussion among, you know, people of color, or like people from other countries, children of immigrants, stuff like that. Like people who have a name from their own heritage, who are then surrounded by Westerners who don't respect that, and it fucking sucks. There was, back when Facebook groups were nothing more than just like completely random shit that, you know, like what the fuck? It was things like, I survived the blizzard of such and such year. Like, someone would make a Facebook group about that. You would join it, you would forget about it, and then you had, like, 700 groups on your Facebook profile. One of them at my high school was something about people with weird names. Like, the very fact that we call them weird, they're not weird. They're perfectly average names. You know what's a fucking weird name? Apple, Trig, Track. Those are weird names. But, those are fine because white people, but if it's from another country or another part of the world with a different, like, language root that isn't romantic, then it's quote unquote weird or exotic or whatever. And it sucks growing up with a name like that and not really understanding why everyone around you is butchering it constantly. Let me rattle off a few of the things I have been referred to in my life. My name is Shabnam, okay? Shabnam. Like, that particular A sound is kind of hard for Americans and non-Farsi speakers to form. It is somewhere in between an ah and an ah. It's ah. Like, it's a little different. And I understand that that's hard, but I really appreciate it when people make the effort. The only problem was when I was a kid, nobody made the effort. Everybody, like, every single time I would introduce myself, I knew I was going to get something different. Somehow these people would create the strangest noises, or they would add syllables, or take them away, or not be able to decide on a vowel. I had a friend growing up who for years called me Shabnam. Most people will choose Shabnam or Shabnam. Most people say Shabnam, and that's in fact how I introduce myself at this point, because it's just easier to give the Americanized version that is the closest approximation of your real name than it is to give your real name. You come to learn this very quickly when you have a name like mine that most people can't pronounce. It's just easier to make it easier on them. And, so that's how I don't remember if that's what I was doing when I was a kid, but that's what I do now. Anyway, when I was a kid, I was still introducing myself by my actual name with the actual pronunciations, and most people would just call me Shabnam because that's just easier for them, and I understand that. Like, that's like my secondary. Why is it green now? Was it always green? No, it wasn't. That's weird. Maybe it has something to do with Zelda, or it's like lighting or something. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I wasn't paying any attention at all. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so, but this girl, she couldn't pick a vowel sound, so she just used both of them, and, like, everyone around her was saying it differently, and she just didn't realize for years until finally somebody pointed it out, and she was like, oh my god, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, I did, you just ignored it. So, yeah. And, what else have I gotten? People who flat out refused to say my name and would just try and give me a nickname because they didn't feel like bothering to learn it. I had, I love these people, but it was a little, like, looking back on it, it was a little bit rude to do this to a child, but I had a teacher at one point who had such trouble with my name that she just gave up, asked me what it meant in English, and then called me that. So what my name means in English is morning dew, like the stuff on the flowers and the grass and stuff at dawn in, like, the springtime. It's pretty. She called me Dewdrop. That was my name, was Dewdrop. And then, like, I thought that was totally normal. So then I started using that on things as, like, a fake name or a nickname. And so for years, I was getting mail addressed to Dewdrop, who is not a real person. I am Shabnam, not Dewdrop, not Morning Dew. I've had people try to call me Shabby, because, that's a common nickname derivation process, is to add a Y sound to the end of the name, or to the end of, like, part of the name. But that doesn't really work for my name, because shabby is a word, and it is not a nice word. I don't want to be called shabby, but anytime I tell people, don't fucking call me that, they think that is an invitation to call me that, just to make me mad. And it's not cool, yo. That was another teacher that did that, actually. So, and probably other people. And then I had a friend who used to call me Shaboobie, but that has nothing to do with my name. That's probably because of my boobs. But she was a special friend. No, that makes it sound like we had like a lesbian thing. No, we didn't. We were teenagers and, you know, boobs were of interest to teenagers. So, anyway. Oh, but the worst offender was, my 5th grade history teacher. She called roll on the first day of school and she stopped. Let me preface this by saying, very quickly in your schooling, if you have a foreign name, you come to learn that when the teacher comes to a name and stops, it's probably your name. So she came to my name and she stopped and I was about to just raise my hand and then she says, Shababnum. She added a whole other syllable. Like, she made it even harder to say. I don't know where that came from, and it was fucking mortifying, let me tell you. Like, really, I'm like fucking, whatever, 9 years old, and this woman, this grown-ass woman who's a history teacher, like, she should be aware of, you know, other cultures and shit like that, but no, this is 5th grade history, where all we did was memorize the names of state capitals for 3 months. No, that was not a joke, that is really a thing she made us do. She says, Shababnum, and that, in 5th grade, that is a one-way ticket to Nicknametown, and that is what I was referred to by every other student, even after I corrected the name and she started calling roll properly. That is what they called me for the rest of 5th grade. How fucked is that? Like, children are mean, teachers are stupid. No, they're not, but like, sometimes they're not paying attention to your name, and I realize that they have a lot on their minds on the first day of school, but put in a little bit of effort to not traumatize your students, maybe. That might be a good call. But anyway, and then like, it wore off, you know, kids get bored. The nickname wore off, and then I literally don't know where I'm going. Is this the right way? The door is open, so maybe? No, I can't go here yet. I have to, this is like endgame. The nickname wore off because the kids got bored, but then one of them kept calling me that like all the way through middle school. This bitch would not let it go. Like, you know, beating a joke into the ground, beating a dead horse, that was her. That was her life. Beating a dead horse, that was her home. She would not stop calling me Shababnum for like the rest of the time that we had regular contact with each other. That was some fucked shit right there. I don't know where I'm going, like at all. Maybe I should look it up. Everyone's scared of me. They're pointing spears at me and they're running away. Perhaps I should leave Castletown. Maybe it was a bad idea to go into Castletown. I literally don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Maybe I should pay attention when there's plot happening. Something about the Mirror of Twilight, but I don't know where it is. Oh, Midna can talk now. Where am I going? The Master Sword is deep within Farron Woods in Sacred Grove. Man, that's gonna make some peeps mad. Can I warp? I'm gonna do that now. I'm sorry. No, not there. Back this way. Farron Woods in the Sacred Grove. Which Farron Woods? Je ne sais pas. Is it here? Is it this one? Or this one? I'm gonna go to the Farron Woods here, south of the first, because I can get to the north from there too, right? I just spent like 10 minutes wandering around Hyrule Field talking about my name. No, but like, it's a real problem, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a foreign name, or you're a child of immigrants, you know what I mean. Everybody with a name that is like considered weird knows what I fucking mean, because that's just how it is. People don't give a shit. The first time somebody actually made an effort to learn my name, I like almost cried. I was so happy. It did not happen until I was in college, and I'm including teachers and students. Nobody gives a fuck. So when I got to college, I met somebody during orientation who was genuinely interested in Middle Eastern cultures, and she had been studying Persia and like Iranian history and stuff like that, and she wanted to learn Farsi. So when she found out that I am Iranian and I speak Farsi, she got really excited, and she was able to say my name properly because she was interested in the subject specifically. Not because she was like, you know, I'm sure by virtue of the fact that she was a person who was interested in Iranian culture, like she was more in tune with, you know, being sensitive to other cultures and other people's names and learning pronunciations and things like that, just by virtue of her interest. But like, it took a person who was specifically interested in my heritage to care enough to just try and say it properly. Like, nobody else gave a fuck until that point. That was literally the first time was that girl, and I wish I could remember her name. I'm sure I could find it on Facebook. But anyway, like, it took someone who was specifically interested in Iran to even care enough to try and say my name properly. In middle school once, we were doing one of those, like, introduce yourself icebreaker kind of exercise things, and, this assignment involved, making a poster with, like, stuff about yourself that you wanted to share with the class. And I was so fed up by this point. This was in, like, I don't remember if I think it was 8th grade. I was so fed up with people fucking up my name at this point that I made it a point to mention how my name is properly pronounced, and, like, I may have made too big a deal of it to these children because I got made fun of for that too. Because I was like, it's Shabnam, okay? This is how you say it. This is how you pronounce my name. So please actually say it correctly. Like, imagine if somebody said your name wrong constantly for your entire fucking life. Except obviously I didn't swear because this was a school assignment. But anyway, yeah, I got made fun of for that too. So either I get made fun of for my name gets said wrong, or I get made fun of for trying to correct people for how to say my name. And it's fucking bullshit. People need to pay more attention. Okay? This is dumb shit. Is this a Sacred Grove? Am I in the right place? Fuck if I know. I guess that purple thing at the very end is a Sacred Grove. I don't know. What's up, Birdman? You chill? It's a monkey! I must be going the right way because the monkeys are back. Hey, monkeys. What's up? Oh no, it's the puppets. Oh, Skull Kid's coming, right? I'm gonna have to deal with him. Okay. Or her. Is Skull Kid is just what happens to a kid that gets lost in the woods, right? So it could be a girl. Oh, I'm a wolf now, so I can talk to the monkeys. Listen, since you're so nice, let me tell you something. There's a really pretty wooded area on the other side of this cliff. I climbed over there, but when I got deeper in the woods, those guys attacked me. What's in those woods anyway? The Master Sword. That's what's in those woods, and we're gonna go fucking get it next time on Super Zombie Player. Peace, love, and geekdom. Goodbye!